It's good. I was not just eating a 42-ounce, 2-pound bag of M&Ms by myself at midnight on a Saturday. Because I'm on a diet for 2019. So, there's this thing I did, because y'all know I stay doing things. I was going to diet for 2019, get my body back into shape, get my six-pack back, because I was rocking it. I then saw a 2-ounce bag of M&Ms on sale at Walmart. So, y'all know how that went down. Anywho, so there's this other thing I do. There are these specific apps and websites I go on to get me ready and budget better to go on vacation, and that's what this video is all about. Now, before we get to that, y'all already know what it's time for. Theme music. So there's a couple of different apps and websites I use to get me ready for vacation. I mostly use for flights and hotels Hopper app and Orbit. I use other things too, like Expedia, Trivago, all those other ones. But Orbit and Hopper are the main ones I use. I mostly do Orbits because it actually does offer you like extra, like they call it Orbucks. So every time you book a flight or hotel or activity, things like that, they give you money back. And you can only use the money back on hotels, which is fine because, for example, when I went to Dubai, I actually built up about like $65 worth of Orbucks. And when I went to Dubai, the second hotel I went to, instead of paying, I think it was like $30-some each night, it was like 3 nights, I actually ended up spending $11 and change for 3 nights in a hotel in one of the most expensive countries ever. So that was really great. So definitely I recommend using Orbit just for that perk. Otherwise you can use other websites. I'm sure other websites might have that offer as well. Like right now I booked a hotel for like 1 night, and this is what I got from that 1 night, $1.82. But obviously the more nights you book in a row, the more money you get. Like sometimes you can get $7 per night, $5 per night. And then it just builds up to a point where you can get to a point where you can actually just book a whole hotel for a couple of days and just all be free pretty much. So pretty much pays for itself because like you see here with Hopper, pretty much what you do is you put in where you want to go, what airport you want to leave from, the time frame you want to leave and get back. And like for example, I want to go to Nassau, Bahamas this June. So pretty much it tells you what it's going to cost and at different stages. So if you buy it now, if you buy it tomorrow, 3 months from now. Now, I've actually had this in my phone since around December or November of last year. And this is actually the lowest it ever gotten because it was usually $500-$600. And just now, it just dropped below $400. And the app is actually telling me, as you see here, that I should definitely book it now. This is the lowest it's likely going to cost, $491. And as you see here, there's has price predictions. It tells me that over the next 4 months, it's probably gonna likely cost me about $33 more if I wait. Prices are expected to climb around $219 after June 6th. Now, I've actually used this app for a couple of vacations last year I went on, and I can honestly tell you that it actually has been accurate, so I can definitely vouch for this app. Definitely go check it out. It's actually really good, pretty accurate. For my Dubai vacation, Hawaii, when I went to Vancouver, went to New Orleans, like all that stuff, it was actually pretty good. And you can also see various different, you can also look at various different vacations at the same time. So you can have multiple ones. I also want to go to Aruba for my birthday this year in September. So it was telling me the prices for that one as well. The current lowest price I can get it for is $580. And you can even book your flight through the app. Or you can just go to various websites to check out which one has it for that price at $580.
It gives you little options here. I can stop watching for long layovers, things like that. It has me a couple more predictions here. Dropping as low as $4.85. So until July 16th, that's the lowest it's ever going to drop. So I can actually just wait until I get around then, and I can buy it later in the year, which is better. Don't need to plan like almost a whole year ahead for the flight at least. Now right here, if I buy it super late in September, I want to go around the 24th, which is when my birthday is, for like a whole 10 days. It's going to climb up to $274. So definitely don't buy a flight last minute. Obviously, most people don't.
Now, y'all know activities are my favorite part about vacation because y'all know I stayed doing a whole bunch of ish. So there are a couple of apps that I actually use and websites that, again, help me budget, help me plan my activities. There's some that some of you probably never heard of, like iVenture Card or the Go City Card. And this is actually how it works.
I actually really enjoyed the Go City card. Now, based on what country or city you're going to, they changed it to Go Dubai, Go Australia, Go wherever you wanted to go. So pretty much you would put in your order number when you order, the email you use to sign out with. I already put my information in. And you can choose different options. You can choose like a 3-day pass, where you can choose as many things you want to do in 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, or you can build your own, which is what I did, because I didn't really like too many of the itineraries they already had built, because I did a lot on the iVenture card already. So I specifically chose things like this. I did a desert safari and barbecue dinner in Abu Dhabi, and this included like a whole bunch of things, and it gives you all the information, the number, the hours, details on what's going to be happening there. So there's lots of really cool things. This app is very detailed. Oh, and if you ever go there, so specifically desert safari, you cannot drive to the destination. They will actually just go and pick you up. This one, I love this. I cannot wait for this one. So this is the Go Dubai card, aka it's Go City card. But if you go to the actual website, it will come up as Smart Destinations. And it'll also say Go City until you pick a specific location. Then it will change to Go whatever country you're going to. This desert safari was really amazing. And again, make sure you read all the details, because it actually tells you whether or not you need reservations, you don't need reservations, tell you where they're going to get you, things like that. Also, I did the iVenture card, which I mentioned earlier. Disclaimer alert with the iVenture card. I will tell you that they do not update as quickly. So I would recommend whatever country you're going to, make sure that you definitely email each individual company to make sure that they still offer iVenture services, as well as the hours are still the same. Those are the only two discrepancies that I had on this app. Okay, let's go back to the iVenture card. I had to restart it. Taking forever load. Oh yeah, so this is all the different places you can choose on the iVenture card. You got Americas. So you got Hawaii, Mexico City, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Asia, Hong Kong, Singapore, Seoul, Thailand, which I'm definitely going to use it for Thailand. I'm definitely going there soon. Australia, so these are the cities there. So obviously they have the more popular places, obviously, because more people would likely use it. This is what they have in Europe. So not as much, but still pretty good places. And then I use the Dubai ones for Africa and Middle East. So they don't have a lot for this one particular. But I actually chose the Unlimited Pass, I believe. Yeah, I did. And these are all the things I bought with my Unlimited Pass. So pretty much it was 7 days. I can do as many activities as I want in 7 days. So I literally did everything they had to offer for their Dubai card for those 7 days. I did legit every single thing. That's the Safari, Ski Dubai. So pretty much it's one price you pay for every single one of these activities. Now, like I was saying earlier, some of them, they don't update as much. So for this one, I actually could not do this when I went to Dubai because this is seasonal. And I went in September and they offered it. I think last time they offered it was like June. or August or something, and they didn't update that they were actually for like 2 months, I think. They were also doing some work on it. So just make sure they have the company's emails and stuff like that, the contact information. Make sure you do contact them just to double check that the times are correct and that they are still operational. So there was like 2 or 3 places that I didn't get to do because either not operational or it was seasonal dispute. So these are all the activities I did. So it's really, really amazing. Yeah, so that's the iVenture card. So definitely download both of those apps. They're really, really amazing. Another app that I use is actually, let's see here, is Groupon and Livingsocial. Now, sure, most people heard of Groupon. Livingsocial actually was a separate company, but then Groupon bought it, so now they're the same company. And literally, both apps are pretty much exactly the same. The only thing I did notice is that on Livingsocial, they do give more discounts more often. So they both give discounts, extra discounts on top of the discount. But Livingsocial does it a little more often. Like you see here, it has winter sale. It ends tonight. You can save up to an additional 20% off whatever the price is that you see here. So let's go to travel. I haven't used the travel option yet, but I want to tell you right now, 100% make sure you read every single word in the description, because for travel, I believe with the apps it's not non-refundable. So make sure you choose the dates that you want, because you cannot change them and you cannot get a refund for those. So like, for example, this is a really amazing price. You can take a 5-day vacation to Iceland with hotel. It comes with air and a little tour. So a lot of these, they have like extra little itineraries that goes with them. Some of them don't, but it's really cool. So this is everything, that all the details here. Tells you get a round trip, and sometimes they pick specific airports you can fly out of, but you can actually, it says in the details, you can actually call them if one of these airports do not work for you, and you can make special arrangements. You might have to pay a little extra, but you can definitely do have that option as well. It breaks down your itinerary, everything you're going to do, if there's any tours that are included, and it also tells you if anything is extra as well. So I definitely recommend taking a look at this, and make sure they have the country that you're going to, or city or state as well. Hotels, $59 a night. It usually is $89, so stuff like that. Here's another one. You get an 8, 10, or 12-day trip to Scotland or Ireland. Oh, and these are always based on 2 people. So you and a friend, or husband, wife, spouse, whoever, 2 people have to buy it, and you guys have to stay in the same hotel. Because for some odd reason, if you book it yourself, you actually have to pay more for some reason, because these are booked based on double occupancy. So that's one thing. Again, read the details because it does say it in the details as well. So 2 people have to buy it separately. So you both have to pay that price, that's $7.99. But you don't pay anything extra for hotels. There may be like taxes you might have to pay there. So again, just read the details. It legit tells you every single little detail right here, fine print. So make sure you're reading the fine print as well. So you can choose 8, 10, or 12 days. I want to fly, I don't know, let's say Los Angeles. So $999, 6 night, 8 night, let's do 10 night. And also you can choose what dates you want to go on. I don't know, let's say end of, oh wow, the whole month of August. Oh, anytime between August. Yep, so there you go. You can choose between August, 10 days. And it'll cost you almost $1,500, so $1,450. So you save about $681, so almost $1,000. And the same things for Groupon. Like I said, they're pretty much exactly the same, except Livingsocial gives extra discounts sometimes. Like, for example, here, there's no discounts being offered. So same thing for Groupon. Oh, and you can also look up activities as well, obviously, for those of you who's avid Groupon I clearly was looking at Bahamas cruise. So you got cruises ideas, places to stay, which is not bad. This stuff is really, really amazing. Hotels, choose your date, all of that. Pictures. Oh, wow, that's actually really pretty. Yeah, so you get all the details. They tell you who to call, when they get there, everything. So definitely check these out as well. Oh, and of course, you can look up activities with Orbitz, Expedia, and all those other websites that are very similar to each other. Now, I will say I did have an issue with Orbitz activities. A lot of the time, because I emailed every single company, some of them never emailed me back, so I didn't buy from them through Orbitz. But there were some companies that say that they don't know why Orbitz was advertising because they don't work with them for the activities part. Everything else was fine, but it was just activities. So if you book with activities, leave it down in the comments if it works for you, because I had an issue with that because I always email the companies to make sure that they are advertised on there. But everything else with Orbit is great. It was just that a lot of places were saying that they did not work with Orbit for activities. So Bahamas, I'm gonna go in June, so right around this time. But it does give you ideas of what activities are being offered. And then pretty much what I did is I looked up at activities and I looked on other websites that were offering them for similar prices. Now, I would trust Expedia a little bit more for activities. I did buy an activity through Expedia and it was working out perfectly fine. They pretty much offer the same things. But for me personally, I just didn't like those results that I got where they were saying they didn't advertise on Orbitz. But on Expedia, I was getting better results of companies coming back saying they did advertise on Expedia. Even though they're exactly the same. So that makes no sense to me. But I'm just telling you guys that up front. So I get ideas from activities. And I just look on various websites for the same exact activities with the same companies to see what is being offered. As you see here. Again, make sure you read the descriptions. Make sure you read what's included and excluded as well. Like I said, or it's pretty much exactly the same thing. All those websites. I mean, they're probably all made by the same company or bought out. Most of them, anyway. Alright, so I did not set up my account. Oh, wait. Actually, I know I did. Let's see here. Alright. Things to do. Bahamas in June. Yeah, see, it's all the same activities. Maybe it's different now. Maybe they improved since I looked at Orbitz from last year. Yeah, so I'm going to double check for this vacation. I'm going to email all the companies to make sure that they are advertising correctly. But yeah, it's pretty much all the same exact thing. Same pictures, everything. I would recommend, especially non-swimmers, to do this thing. I did this when I went in Hawaii. This is really fun. So this is for non-swimmers. You sit on this little scooter thing, and it allows you to pretty much scuba dive, but like sitting on this scooter machine instead. Oh, and Viata is a new website I discovered. I've seen it around a little bit. So I can't give 100% like this works every time. This is amazing. I only recently started looking at it. But I can't give it 100% glowing review because I have not used it enough to know every time it works. But pretty much gives most of the same activities. I actually like the way the website moves better than Orbitz and Expedia for vacations. I like the way it moves more, to be honest. The prices are pretty much around the same. Some of them do vary a little bit by a couple of bucks. So I will recommend looking at different places just to make sure you're getting the best deal. Like it shows you here, details, schedules, if they pick up a hotel or not. You can book very easy straight from the website. There you go. So this is a quick little easy tour of all the websites I use to get ready for a vacation. Hopefully this helps you guys as well. Definitely leave in the comments below if there are any other websites you would recommend that other people use as well, or if you just use the websites I use already. Almost forgot about a website called Mint. It's an app and website version. Now with this app, it actually has a section called goals. Now it doesn't work very well on mobile if you go to the actual website, so I recommend using the app version. But unfortunately the app version does not have goals right here. So right here in the upper right next to trends and budgets is a section called goals, and pretty much you can pretty much put different places you want to go, different things you want to do. Yeah, so I kind of forgot and didn't realize that my bank information was being shown all over that app. So I'm not going to show you the details, but go to mint.com. There's a section called goals. I have a screenshot right here. You can list different activities and goals and budgets. And actually I have it right up here in the card. There's a video I did earlier that explained in pure detail, extensive detail, the app and all the different things you can do on it, budget, look at your credit score, all that stuff. But specifically go to the goals function, which is only available on the website, not the app. And you can put in your bank information to whatever how many cards you want, all that stuff. And you can link a savings account to the website, and it'll tell you, okay, you have X amount of months until you meet your goal. You need to save this amount of much money every single month. It tells you if you're ahead, it tells you if you're behind. So it keeps you up to date. So definitely go ahead and check that out. I did Dubai for 14 days. So it broke it down how much I was actually spending. So I did my research on how much it costs per day. And then it has your set goal amount. It also tells you on the desktop version if you're running behind or if you're actually ahead of your goal. So it does give you updates, and you can set a notification to help you out remember where you actually are. So this pretty much just has a conglomerate amount of information and details to help you travel and budget a lot better. So I definitely absolutely recommend downloading the Mint app, as well as looking it up on the desktop version. Highly recommend it. And well, this is not sponsored, but mint.com, if you're watching, I'm here. That's my time. I hope you enjoyed this highly informative video. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, like, and comment. And I would appreciate if you became part of my Patreon. Yes, darling. How you doing? Mama looking hella fine. No. How you doing?
What are you doing?
What? Get out of my room! Get out! God!